Hello, welcome to JB Trading News. Today is the 29th day, August 2025. Taiji Hahev, thank God, it's Friday. Now, a lot of workers are happy that they will be with their family by the weekend. So let's look at the newspapers review. Now, looking at this, 2027 opposition parties bow to INEC over voters' data. Now, when you look at the details on the portal of INEC, there's alarming data that shows that a lot of more people are registering in Southwest than other people, especially in Osun State, in Lagos, and then also in Abuja. So this is quite alarming that the opposition parties are saying, what is going on? If you want to start manipulating data in order to use it in 2027 election, meaning that it is very dangerous that if the care is not taken, this is more of like a pre-regain tactics to be used by the APC, meaning Tinubu's government. And Katuku also mentioned about this kind of thing, that this is kind of attack towards democracy. And experts have said that let them collaborate so that they will be able to verify, to be able to work on how with the data, the pre-online registration will be transparent, and then that will show ultra and correct data so that the Nigerians will know, because figures adding up like this within the first week or the 8th week. I mean, this is the first week anyway, when INEC said that yes, a lot of Nigerians can go back to the website to register. Unfortunately, the website is still not yet working effectively because a lot of people are complaining that they are trying to request for their password because they forget their password for since 2023 and also 2022 when they tried to do it. But now they could not access the portal, and this is one of the issues that the Nigerians are concerned that this INEC, I hope it's not going to repeat the kind of errors, glitches that happened in 2023. So let's look at the next one. NNPCL, NEITI to sign MOU on data release transparency. For this issue of MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, is to show that NNPCL has been secretive about the data, about the revenue generation, about the also the exploitation of crude oil and so on. So now we hope that they are going to do something really tangible towards this issue, so that Nigerians will really know that what are we generating, what are we extracting, how much crude oil are we generating daily. According to Tinubu's government, Tinubu's statement coming that by 2020-2030, that Nigeria will be generating like 3 million barrels per day. Now the question should be, how much have we generated so far? And then how much are we generating now? Then before 2027, how much are we going to be generating? Why are you concerned about the period when you may not be in the power by 2027, when Tinubu maybe get voted out of the election? Why talking about 2020, 2030? Because you are talking about your own tenure. Make sure you are doing something. You can say, yes, I've done so, I will do this so and so. Within my 4 years, you have been given 4 years, and now you are talking about 2020, 30. You are already giving yourself more time, which Nigerians are not giving you. I don't voted you because it's still yet time for election. Then talking about how much are we generating, then for Nigerians to know. So let us make it clear that this issue of 2020, 30, 2020, 30, 20 projects that we cannot be measurable. Let us know what you have done so far. How much have you spent? How much are we owing in the NNPCL? These are the issues that the Nigerians should focus on, and again, the government should focus on. And let's look at the next one. 2027, Bauchi Governor Bala denies plotting for vice presidential slot. Now, if looking at this, it's an issue regarding the PDP forums where they discuss about, okay, they're accusing him that, yes, he's trying to resign for him to be part of as a contestant to be in the VP race in 2027. Now, he made it clear that it is not about that, because it's not a position to kind of decide that slot. It is going to be based on the discretion of the emerged winner in the primary election as a presidential candidate in that party, which is PDP, People Democratic Party. Now, the question will be the concern about who is going to be VP, who is not going to be VP, and the rest, all these issues should not be coming up now in 2025. Next year, let's try to see, because all this kind of rumor, even though if it's lobbying, if it's looking for enemies, nobody, they have not even known who is going to be the presidential candidate. So that is what he's saying. Then when his time comes, perhaps people will start arguing about that. But let us leave that for now, and let's focus on the governance, current governance, how the Tinubu's government is ruling the country, and how things are going on in the country, how much or how are Nigerians faring. Next one. NEC unveils roadmap for 1 trillion naira economic by 2030. The idea of the National Executive Councils talking about the roadmap, is this the roadmap you talk about when you came to power, or before you came to power in 2023? What is the business of APC regarding 2020? You condemn, you could not give us the details, you condemn Buhari's tenure, you deny Buhari's achievement or the government. And now you're trying to claim unknown era. Can you just look for a way of addressing the issue about 2023 till 2027? Now, are you just telling us, Nigerians, that you are not even interested in the government anymore? You are only focusing on politicking, on how to remain in power till 2030. Meaning that from now on, or from January next year, you are only going to be campaigning. You're not focusing on the needs of Nigerians, the dollar rate, the issue about the health sector, the issue about the education. Now, ASU is on strike. They are going on strike already. They're saying that their remuneration monthly is not enough. The pensioners, those who retired, are expecting to be getting paid and not getting enough pay. And now we are hearing the roadmap for 1 trillion naira economic by 2030. $1 trillion. How does that help? How does that help average Nigerians who are on the street working so hard to see they can hand money to even hit? They don't want to talk about the house rent that has gone up, and so many issues are burdening the hearts of Nigerians. Let's look at the second one. Vietnam to release nearly 14,000 prisoners so far since 2009 till date. Vietnam they have released about 100,000 prisoners. This year alone, now they are talking about 14,000, and that will be one of the highest so far since about how many years ago now? That will be roughly 16 years. So that is part of what they do at the end, during the time of independence, or what they celebration, they celebrate, so they release some of the prisoners. Now, talking about prisoners, those who are opposition parties, those who are trying to engage in coup and trying to go against the government, they've made it clear that they are going to be released. They're still going to be all these political prisoners, those who are in prison due to the fact that they engaged in the fight, trying to outsmart or outrule the current government. So they said that they're going to they're not part of those who will be released. So these are the issues that is going on there. Now let's look again to the last one. Awaiting trial matters, trial inmates feeding gulps 4 billion naira in 8 months. Now, talking about the amount the prisoners in Nigeria they are consuming close to about 80 million naira daily. That means all the prisoners across the country. These are the amount that Tinubu's government is feeding the prisoners. Meaning that between January 2025 till August 2025, meaning that they have spent 14 billion naira. And now the cultural general who is showing that yes, they are trying to see how they partner with other agencies to provide nutritional food and also kind of the health and other needs of the prisoners, and so that they can get enough tangible food. And so these are the issues about what is going on in the newspapers today. So how do you think about all these things? Do you feel like Nigeria is getting this right? Do you feel like APC government is getting it right? How much, by the time I do research, I realized that in 1999, the national budget was 299 billion naira. Now, just this year, only prisoner consume 14 billion. Now, remember that yesterday news regarding 712 billion naira budget, or is it a budget for renovating ABB, I mean, Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, just to renovate one terminal, 712 billion. How much? Why are our governments just talking about money, billions, trillions? And Nigerians are not really feeling the impact. The economy is not really stable. The naira is still devalued, but they call it stable. Stable at 1,550 naira. Whereas the current government of Tinubu met it at 400 naira from the official rate, or around 360, 400. But let's say what's a parallel market, 600, 650. These are the amount they met it. But that's the situation we are in now. Where is the hope? This stuff I can go today. See you by God's grace. Tomorrow, for the weekend edition, by God's grace, it's going to be possible. Or next week, Monday, for another edition.